Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 9th of March. We are on Monday. Just want to do a quick update in terms of the Forex markets and best trades as I see them. Now, in terms of this video, it really is an update in terms of the video we did at the weekend, our weekly Forex forecast. I'm not going to do any charts in this video. There's plenty of charts in the weekly forecast. If you haven't seen it, it's going to be the video before this one. I just want to update some pairs, talk about the market action today, give some tips on dealing with highly volatile markets, and also my views on what central banks could do next. They're waiting in the wings to act, in my view. And I also want to talk about exhaustion candles, which I mentioned in yesterday's video. So I really like trading big long tail reversals, which I do, and there's plenty of those sorts of candles around today, but they are not, in my view, true reversal candles. I'll explain why in a moment. Now, in terms of our trading of the markets, a lot of our big themes, most of them have come to fruition and in a big way. And I was saying at the end of February, it was a fantastic trading month, and I expected March would be a little bit trickier, so to speak, or we would have a little bit of a pullback or drawdown. That hasn't been the case. We're already past the amount of profit we made in February. Now, we have to be obviously alert, but going forward, the markets are just looking like they could give some really great profit opportunities. So what I want to do now is update certain pairs, like I said, also go through central banks might do in relation to these huge volatility, some tips on dealing with volatility, and also my views on proper exhaustion candles and ones that are not. So right, let's go over to the storyboard and discuss all these points in more detail. All right, let's have a look at some trade setups and update them, talk about exhaustion candles, and also want to talk about dealing with volatility, basically some basic tips in harnessing volatility to your advantage, maximizing your risk to reward, which most traders simply don't do. Now, point number one, exhaustion candles. Beware of algos and no match orders. Now, in terms of what I mean by this, let's take GBP, USD, JPY, surge higher on the commodity currency. I think pound, on the commodity currencies over 1,000 pip range today. But they all ease back on the commodity currencies, okay? Is that exhaustion? No. It's got nothing to do with supply and demand situation, the fundamentals at all. All it is you come into the new week, algo traders throwing massive orders. There's no match order on the other side. So the price, zooms up and then it immediately comes back. It's just an aberration. I'm not taking those candle tails into account in my analysis at all. They're not proper exhaustion. Just algos and no match orders. They should be controlled, these algorithmic traders, because they're always causing liquidity gaps, and we've seen numerous flash crashes. So those are not, for me, proper exhaustion candles. Ones that are would be USD SEK we looked at yesterday. I've already gone long of the USD. I'm getting ready to go long of USD CZK. Now, in terms of before we talk about more trade setups, what are the central banks going to do? We know they're waiting in the wings. Fed, they want to do a bit of, or the market believes they're going to do a bit of shock and all. They've already done the emergency rate cut of 0.5%. Market's looking for 0.75% and believe it could come today or tomorrow. It's 80% factored in. They could do it, but it's not going to make any difference, is it? The previous emergency rate cut made no difference. We're not dealing with a financial problem here. It's mostly to do with the coronavirus. Though crude oil has come in the mix, I just don't think it's going to make too much impact. If the dollar did sell off hard, I'd be getting ready to buy. They're already flooding the global financial markets with liquidity in the repo market anyway, but it's not really helping, okay? ECB, they are really worried that the euro has surged up. They want it down. And my own view is market believes they're going to cut rates. They could. But I think they would just flood the financial system with stimulus. Whatever they do, though, I just don't think the euro's got upside. They want it down. They'll bring it down. That's my view. And the euro is a bit extended. It's run on further than I thought it would, but it will exhaust. And in terms of euro USD, I say frequently, don't focus on it too much. There are other great trade setups around that are better. Okay, but if you're a euro bear, we're above 114. Just set it back through the round number, well clear. Goes above 115, just do the same. When it snaps, it will snap back in a big way. Bank of England, rate cut or hold. Mentioned at the weekend, market expects a cut. That's in the price. However, the new Bank of England governor, Bailey, is indicating that's not the solution to the problems in the economy. He's a sensible banker, in my view. I personally am just so bullish of the GBP, particularly on the commodity currencies. Will they all come in and act together? My own view is we don't know, but I don't think just yet. I think, we have seen a big sell-off. I think, before they all came in together, I think you'd have to see another, down move, so to speak, in stocks. All, sort of big market retracements have really big rallies after. I just don't think this retracement is over just yet. Now, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. In terms of USD, it's been mixed, actually, in my view. How would you play the greenback? In terms of, we've been heavily long the USD on the commodity currencies. Any pullbacks, the USD buying opportunities, and you've seen one today in NZD USD. That was a great sell. Check the video out yesterday. So did the other two. In terms of on the emerging market currencies, excuse me, dollar, it's just had such a massive move to the upside. It is a buy on the pullbacks, but the moves are just so big, like USD RUB, USD MXN, for example. My own view has been to clear out most of our trades and just leave small ones running. Sometimes you've got enough, and we can then use the equity. We've got great profits to hit trades like USD SEK and USD CZK, for example. Now, in terms of oil being in focus, it couldn't have come at a worse time, could it? Russia, basically getting in a war with Saudi Arabia in terms of both are going to up their production. Russia said they can basically survive with crude oil at $25 a barrel for 6 years if they want to, and they can. Okay, they have no debt, Russia, and they've always worked on a low oil price. So obviously oil has fallen hard. I think with Russia and Saudi Arabia, it's not really a fight between those two, is it? It's a fight between Russia and the US, but that's a different story. But oil has tumbled hard. That's affecting risk sentiment. I said a while ago, when it was above 60, fair value was 30, and we've gone to 30. So over a 50% drop. Just a small position. This one gave us great profits. We're now out. We're waiting to sell the bounce. I think it could actually go as low as 20. Now, in terms of the coronavirus, is it going to peak soon? And my own view is not. It's causing huge problems in Italy, for example, which is really worrying for Eurozone. Italy, a very fragile economy. And I came up with kind of interesting statistic when I was looking around today, that the amount of infections in Italy and infections and deaths as a percentage of population is higher than China. How can that be so? China is where the virus originated from. So how come Italy has got a percentage that is bigger in terms of infections and deaths? There's two reasons, isn't there? One is that Chinese are probably not telling the full truth, and also China doesn't have the National Health Service of Italy to detect so many cases. So, how big is that virus in China? And yeah, we're supposed to believe that it's a bit under control now. Yeah, cases being reported are dropping. I'm not convinced. Okay. So I think, yeah, obviously the coronavirus is going to run on for a little while yet. When will it be time to buy? Risk is in the bad. Sorry, time to buy. Risk is the bad news in. Oh, sorry, I wrote that out wrong. But I mean, when is a good time to buy risk currencies? I don't personally think it's yet. I still think any rallies in the weak currencies against the safe currencies are selling opportunities. Okay. And I think, yeah, a lot of people are looking for a turn right now. But I just got a feeling we're going to have one more big move to the downside. I think, yeah, in terms of the stock market correction, yeah, it's a big one. But historically, is it that big in percentage terms? No. The market really should fall by 30% to get it somewhere near fair value. And we're not there yet, okay? So I'm sticking with safe over risk. I'm sure everyone who watches me regularly probably knew I was going to say that. Dealing with volatility. My point is always, you don't need big size. Play expected payout fee risk. Okay, so you want a much bigger payout than the risk you're taking. Now, to give you an example of good expected payouts for me now, it's obviously going to be something like USD SEC, which is at a turning point. I love trading reversals because then your risk is really low, your payout is really good. So I'd have a bigger percentage, and yeah, we're not risking that much on something like USD SEK that I would in terms of a trend in motion. Let's say like AUD JPY. Yeah, so you always should be focused on that expected payout. And if you've got a small risk, you don't care about getting stopped out. When trends get in motion, big trends, we've had plenty of those of 500 pips or more, which tend to take out half. We're not basically adding in. We're normally taking money off the table. I was thinking, trading reversals is a great way to get really good risk to reward. Point B, enough is enough. Don't worry about fear of missing out. Always harvest. We do it all the time. You're always going to get times when your positions go against you. You want to cushion. A lot of people have fear of missing out. It's like people today, a lot of people are saying to me, should I buy the yen right now? When the yen is really pushing down other currencies. No, you want to wait for a good opportunity to get in, or pick currencies that are going to turn, not the ones that are in motion. Okay, I think a lot of traders just want to dive in the market, get in on the big trends, and don't think about the risk to reward. How much can you make on a total of 5% risk? That is our normal risk exposure, and we'll go up to 10%. Okay, and we consult with a lot of traders who have, around about a 5% risk. How much can you make? A lot if you're hitting big trends, because from the perspective of traders that I talk to on that risk exposure and ourselves, well above 40% for the year with hardly any drawdown. Now, you're not going to get that all the time, but traders want to risk too much. Keep your risk small. You can make a lot on small positions. Now, one good trade and the run on Ed Scota and Richard Dennis. Ed Scota once said, one good trade pays from all. Richard Dennis said, trends will often run on far further than people expect. And that's very true. You've got a lot of those sorts of trends at the moment. Okay. You don't need many big winners, to come out ahead, do you? yeah, it's one of those things where I've said this frequently. You don't focus on maximizing winners. You focus on really holding the big trends. Sure, we will take money off as that trend develops, but that's the only way you're going to hold big trends, in my view. Yeah, my own view is get in at the reversal. That's when the risk to reward is at its best, and harvest profits along the way. I've repeated some of the points I've said in earlier videos, but if there's any new people watching me, then yeah, just throw in my views, so to speak, for anyone who watches me frequently. Yeah, you knew I was going to say it. But in terms of markets, we are in for a volatile week. See what happens. I'm sure the central banks will be in soon. I'll try to do a video update or another video update this week. Obviously, if you're not a member of ours, you want to follow all our trades analysis and learn all our trading techniques, you can simply click on the link beneath this video and you will get live access to our member centre. But that is the video for today. Thank you very much for watching me as usual. Take care. Have a good day.